Okay, this is a mini vlog and a tag video for 5 macabre facts. And the vlog part of it, God, I hope I can do this in under 10 minutes. Well, there's a lot of things I can do in less than 10 minutes, so hopefully I can. Okay, the other day was my birthday, and I turned 51. And I have never received so much booze, people giving me booze or sending me booze in my life, and sending me money to buy booze. I had people from out of state actually send me cash saying, look, we know if we bought you a gift, you'd just pawn it and go to the liquor store, so here's some money, knock yourself out. And I got a ton of it. And I'm starting to think that people think I have a problem drinking, and which is just not true. I have no problem drinking whatsoever. It's easy. God, that's a bad joke. Okay, I think I stole that from airport. My friend PlayboyHerbie, the overlord of DRC Industries, never disappoints, and he sent me some Crown Royal, and hand-stitched on there is David Randall Curtis, Esquire III, OBGYN. See that? And then when you take the bottle out of the bag, my favorite part, oh come on, you rat bastard, get out of there. This was so much easier when I was dreaming it. Okay, on the label, you know, it says Crown Royal, and underneath it, it's printed. It says David Randall Curtis, Total Bastard of the Decade, 2000 to 2009. And see, right there. And if you can read it, I don't know why, but my hands are a little shaky today. So that's cool. And also, a friend of mine was very kind and sent me some 12-year-old Macallan. This is really nice scotch if you ever get a chance. This is, only drink this neat. It is so smooth. And what's funny about this, I can't say the name of the person because I couldn't get a hold of them this morning, and so I don't want to say their name without their permission. But when I got it, it came in this UPS box, in a second-day air, and there's a UPS sticker, and this is an actual UPS sticker that says, contains alcoholic beverages. Adult signature required. Recipient must be at least 21 years of age. Okay, and this is the funny part. It goes, do not deliver to an intoxicated person. It really says that on there. So the UPS guy shows up at your door, and if he smells alcohol in your breath, what's he supposed to do? Just drive around, you know, get you some coffee, wait till you're sober enough, and then hand you the package? Or what's he supposed to just go wait until you get out of rehab and then give you this, and then you turn into an alcoholic again? I don't, you know, it's crazy world we're in. But anyway, thank you to anybody watching this that sent me money to help me continue to drink in moderation. I say all things in moderation, especially moderation. Oh, one quick thing, PlayboyHerbie wanted me, he sent me this. PlayboyHerbie and I are both upset with Hunter S. Thompson and Ralph Steedman, who did the illustrations for Hunter's book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, because they ripped us off. You know, basically, there's an artist that is a friend of ours and is sometimes employed by DRC Industries, that did a picture one time of PlayboyHerbie and me driving, and Moan is in the picture too, and this was from way before Fear and Loathing was written, and here it is right there, and see, you can see Moan there, and PlayboyHerbie is driving, and that's me, and you know, we don't mind that they, you know, we're kind of flattered that they use this for the book, but some credit, you know, and maybe some booze money or a bottle of something would be in order. Okay, anyway, enough with that. The tag, Elena43 tagged me to do 5 macabre facts. And here they are right here. What kind of serial killer would you be if you're going to be a serial killer? Well, I don't like killing. It's hard work. It is like work. It's not like on TV. It's a pain in the ass. So if I was going to be a serial killer, I would be the laziest, most inept serial killer of all time. I would sleep in all the time, miss chances to kill people. I'd be so disorganized that I'd probably lose my job, so I wouldn't be able to make payments on my creepy white van. So I'd lose that. I wouldn't be able to drive around and troll for victims. And I'd be the type of serial killer that other serial killers would point out to their serial killer children and say, do you see that David over there? He is a lazy, just bad example. He's a disgrace to serial killing. And if you don't start taking your serial killing seriously, little mister, you're going to end up like him. I'd want to be the bad example serial killers would use for their children. Okay, number 2, if you were caught for this, how would you want to be executed? Well, I would want to be executed by authentic French maid with long jet black hair, and I'd want her to whack me off with a feather duster. Maybe that's not the best choice of words. Beat me to death with a feather duster, and while she was doing it, I'd like her to say, "You have been a very, very naughty serial killer." That's how I'd want to go out. Okay, question 3. If you had to choose between ordering the deaths of everyone in your family or everyone else in the world, what would you choose? Well, that's a flawed question. It's no way to answer it, and I'll tell you why. They've traced everybody alive back to like one woman in Africa, like over 100,000 years ago, a long time ago. And there's this one woman, they called her Eve, and she's basically the mother of of everybody alive today. I think they made a mistake in calling her Eve. She had so much sex and had so many babies, enough to kickstart the civilization we're in today and all the billions of people. If she had that much sex, I think they should have called her Easy. But I'm not an evolutionary biologist, so maybe that's a sexist thing to say. So I retract the question, what I just said. But the point I'm getting at with this question is just so badly put together, because even if you want to go old school and say, hey, the world started with Adam and Eve and we all came from them, if you want to buy into that, the talking snake and the apples that are really smart and all that. That means whether you believe in the old school myth or the woman they trace back to Africa, that means we're all related. So if you kill everyone in the world, you're killing your family, and if you just kill your family, that means you have to kill everyone in the world. So after thinking about this for hours on end, the only person I want to kill is the guy that originally came up with this question, because it's so dorky. Okay, would you have the oldest, next question is, would you have the oldest person in your family killed for $10 million? And the answer is yes. But unfortunately, I don't have $10 million. So it's not going to happen. Okay, and the last question is, which YouTuber would you like to see kicked off YouTube? I guess myself. And the way I'd want to be kicked off would be to have a real French maid with long jet black hair come over and disconnect my computer. And while she was doing it, look over at me and say, "You have been a very, very naughty YouTuber.